LifeWorks.
Copyright McKenna Breen, 1992.
Hello, this is Paul McKenna.
And this is Michael Breen.
Welcome to the LifeWorks tape series. As you begin to use these tapes regularly, you will notice positive changes in yourself and your life. For a long time now, we've enjoyed seeing the successes of many different people who have practiced and mastered the techniques we're going to share with you. For some, the changes happen immediately. Others notice their lives becoming enriched a little more each day. And what you will notice as you use these tapes regularly can be as surprising and delightful to you as it has been to them. People find they get the greatest results using these tapes by ensuring that for 20 to 30 minutes you will be undisturbed and can relax completely, safe in a comfortable place.
Now before we start, just a quick word about how to use these tapes to achieve maximal results. First, listen to both sides of each tape in numerical order. Then choose the tape you want to work with in depth for the moment. You can listen to the trance sequences on the second sides of tapes 1, 2, and 3 as often as you want or need to. The more frequently you listen, the greater the benefits will be. Listen to the first side of the tapes occasionally to boost your understanding of the changes that you're creating. Following the instructions will allow you to go into a hypnotic trance. Many people wonder what a hypnotic trance is like. Some people think when they're hypnotized that they'll not be able to think anything or feel anything or hear anything. Sorry to disillusion you, but you see, when you're in trance, you'll still have your awareness. It may just feel like deep relaxation, and you'll only go into trance as deeply as is best for you, and you won't go into trance any quicker than you want to. Everyone's experience of trance is unique. For some people, it's a sense of deep relaxation. For others, it's a change in awareness of feeling, time, thoughts, and other things. However you find yourself going into a trance, whether it's slowly and easily, or even quicker, you can be sure that you're going into a trance at a rate and in a way that's absolutely right for you.
Now, before we actually go ahead and enter the trance state, we'll spend a few relaxing minutes thinking about how your mind works. You've probably wondered, how can I make it work even better? And how can hypnosis help me? Well, the human brain has been called the most powerful biocomputer in the world. It has untold resources, but like all computers, it's only as good as the programs that run it. And in one sense, the beliefs that you've held about yourself and the world, and how you relate to it, are like the programs that your brain uses to run itself. The beliefs that run your brain are good, in that they've brought you this far in life. They've made you who you are. But how great do you think you're going to be feeling each day when you are starting to do what you already do well, even better, by learning how to run your brain, rather than letting your brain run you? Research has consistently shown that hypnosis is the world's most powerful psychological tool for personal change. And these tapes don't just contain powerful ideas to make the changes that you want to. The hypnotic sequences are tools to radically enhance the way you experience life.
As you listen to these tapes, you're going to hear us refer to the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. Now, the conscious mind is the mind that we think with all day long. It's the commentary and pictures that we make in our heads, and it can only hold a handful of ideas at any one time. When we talk about the unconscious mind, we mean the larger mind. It's all our thoughts, wisdom, creativity, dreams, and memories. It's all the things that we're unaware of at any one time. It processes millions of pieces of information every single moment. So why is hypnosis so great? Hypnosis is a unique strategy which allows excellent communication between the conscious and the unconscious mind. Using the LifeWorks tape series and the power of hypnosis together, you can reprogram your unconscious mind to help you get more of what you really want. On the other side of this tape, you can begin your journey of personal enrichment. And where you're going to can only be arrived at by starting from where you are. Where you are right now is a product of where you started out from. So many people prevent themselves from achieving the things that they want to because of things that happened in the past, because of things that didn't happen in the past, because of things that they just imagined happened and wished they didn't.
The first step to being able to get more of what you want is learning a few simple things about the past and your memories. I'd like you to stop a moment and think about some pleasant experience that you've had. It might be a holiday that you took, or a party, or being with ones you love. It doesn't have to be a big or dramatic event. It could even be the memory of the simple pleasure of time to oneself. When you've located that memory, I want you to go back to the time that it happened and see the things that you saw at the time. Hear the things that you heard, and feel the things you felt. Notice that there are certain sensations to this memory. Also notice in whatever you can see in the memory. Is it bright or dim? Near or far away? In color or black and white? Now, let's find another memory, one that's not as pleasant this time. Please choose a time that's, say, a minor annoyance, like having to queue for a long time or being late for an appointment. We'll save the major unpleasant experiences for your unconscious mind to work on and resolve during the trance sequences, okay? When you've found the minor unpleasant memory, go back to that time and see the things that you saw. Hear the things that you heard, and feel the things that you felt. Go back to it, and notice what it feels like to remember in this way. Once again, notice how the memory looks. Bright or dim? Color or black and white? Now, who says the way that you think doesn't influence how you feel? It is the activity of remembering, literally how you go about it, that makes the difference between your past experience being a valuable resource for you to draw upon, or a weight that drags you down. Let's try another experiment. Take that mildly unpleasant memory, and now let's imagine that this memory is actually a segment of a movie or video. Now, let's just put that video or movie up on a screen. Make it so that you can see that younger you up there. If you can't see the face, that's okay. Some people like to imagine that they're standing just behind the head of the younger you. Now, if there is any color in this film clip at all, just drain it out. In the privacy and comfort of your own mind, you can do whatever you want. Remember, you are simply creating a different experience of something that you have in your mind. So you should be looking at a black and white movie in front of you. Now, let's just shrink the screen down a little and move it away from you so that it's quite a bit smaller than when we began. You might as well turn the sound right down as well. Let's watch this thing as if it's just an old newsreel, just old news. Watch this memory clip now and notice what happens when you watch it in this way. Curious how by changing the way in which you go about remembering something changes the way you feel. The key to releasing the past is in learning to remember in ways that are empowering and useful to you.
Now there's another key that you'll need to unlock the door to the treasure house inside, and it relates to your breathing. If you've ever been frustrated or hurt or angry, you'll know that when you're emotionally off balance, your breathing is affected. Here's something that will allow you to gain mastery over your feelings without the need for anything more complicated than your ability to breathe in and out. Let your hands rest gently on your belly. And allow your belly to soften as you breathe deep into your belly. Your belly should gently expand as you inhale, and as you exhale, simply allow gravity to take care of the exhalation for you. All you have to do to exhale is relax a little bit more. Inhale, and allow your breath to flow deep into your belly. And exhale by relaxing that much more. And inhale, allowing your belly to expand. And exhale, just relaxing a little bit more. And now rest for a moment and notice the sensations going on in your body. Okay, that's the first bit. And now we'll apply it to memory management. I'd like you to stop a moment and select a memory from a time when you were not happy about the quality of your behavior, or when you were emotionally off balance. It doesn't have to be anything dramatic, just some time when you would like to have been more in control of yourself. Go back to that time and see the things you saw. Hear what you heard. And feel the things you felt. Go in as deep as you can and notice what it feels like to remember in this way. Okay. Now set that memory to one side for a minute. And we'll begin that gentle process of breathing deep into your belly and allowing your belly to gently expand as you breathe in. And just relax and let gravity take care of the exhalation for you. Inhale gently, allowing your belly to expand, and exhale by relaxing just that little bit more. Now, continue this gentle process of softening your belly, breathing deeply, and just relaxing to exhale as you go back to the memory again. See what you saw and hear what you heard, and just continue that gentle, deep breathing into your belly as you go back and remember. Run that memory through to the end, but this time just keep breathing gently into your belly and rerun through the memory, only this time with each relaxing exhalation, allow the images or pictures and sounds that are the memory to break up or dissolve as you continue breathing easily and gently. Just watch the picture break up, float off into infinite space, until you're just breathing gently and resting within this infinite space. Now go back to the memory and rerun it. See what you saw, hear what you heard, but notice the difference this time. When you do this, you can see your memories are really under your control. Practice these techniques until you can run them like clockwork, until you realize the absolute control that you have over your memories. In preparation for what's to come, you might want to spend a few moments in quiet reflection over what you want to release in the past and what would be useful for your unconscious to work on. As you do that, you might want to begin to comfortably readjust your body and reorientate yourself to your surroundings, as it's time to progress and move on. You're going to discover what an eyes-opening experience trance can really be.
Now, you are on your way to creating your life working in just the way you want it. When you turn this tape over, you'll use the state of trance to help you get more of the things you really want. That's on side 2. Welcome to the hypnotic induction for learning how to release the past. At the end of this tape, you will awaken refreshed, relaxed, and alert with a sense of delightful difference. This tape contains powerful messages for your conscious and unconscious mind. As you listen to it and follow the instructions, you will go into a hypnotic trance. If for an appropriate reason you need to awaken, you will, of course, immediately return to normal consciousness.
Remember, at all times, you are safely protected by your unconscious mind. Many people wonder if you can easily go into a deep trance. Now, some people mistakenly think that the deeper the trance you go into, the more effective it will be. But it isn't necessary for you to go into any trance deeper than you're good and ready to.
In order for this to be effective, we're going to be giving you many different messages at many different levels. Sometimes you will hear one voice speaking,
And sometimes two.
and you don't need to try and understand everything you hear. Just let our voices go with you as you relax and enjoy going into the kind of trance that is just right for you.
Now, you might wonder what it's like going into a trance. And you know, deep down we all know, it's just like daydreaming. And there are many different kinds of dream you can have. You can dream daydreams during the day, but you can just as easily dream them at night. And the thoughts that you can think as you're drifting gently and comfortably into a trance are just like the other kind. Only everything seems so much more relaxed and very comfortably under control. And you know that while you find yourself letting go into a trance, even more thoughts can be thought, but you don't have to think them. And whether you go into a trance quickly or slowly doesn't make any difference. And every trance can be different. Some people notice differences in their breathing first, and then a certain relaxation of the body, almost like a floating to some. Others experience a different awareness of colors, sensations, and sounds around inside them, which lead into even higher states of comfort. And you can remember to forget those things that it's all right to forget about for a little while, and forget to remember those things that need to stay in the unconscious mind. Because when you awaken at the end of this tape, refreshed, relaxed, and alert, you can really enjoy the new sense of optimism and self-confidence that you have.
Just before you make yourself really comfortable, now take a deep breath in and hold it. Hold it. Hold it. And let it go and relax. And let any remaining tensions go. And again, take a deep breath, as deep as you can, and hold it. And hold it, and let it go. And as you do, simply relax and go inside and just start counting backwards in your mind from 300, 299, 298, 297, 296, 295, 294, 293, 292. Back and back as you relax and feel good. While you begin relaxing the little muscles at the side of your eyes, the muscles at the side of your mouth, a growing feeling of comfort and relaxation spreading down into your chest and stomach, all the way to your legs and feet, all the way to the very tips of your toes, shoulders relaxing, arms, hands and fingers. And I don't know if you've noticed yet, if one hand does not feel slightly heavier than the other, whether one hand feels slightly warmer than the other, and which one is the right one to let your attention rest on first, and after that one, which is left, whilst sensing the weight of your hands, only as fast as you can know that this is the only trance that's happening for you now, helping you in so many ways. To really focus your relaxation and quietly listening and relaxing even more.
And listening to stories can be very absorbing. When you go to the cinema and watch a wonderful adventure, you can forget about the seat that you're sitting in, and the surroundings, and the random thoughts that flow through your mind aren't that important, as you really settle down to enjoy the show, wondering what's going to happen, and looking forward to the good times that you're going to have.
And as you let your mind become so absorbed in this fantasy is unfolding before you, that you forget about things, time, problems, and just let go. There lived a strange and magical character who made his living by searching out and finding all the old bits and bobs that people thought they'd forgotten but had left cluttering up their houses, and turning them into new and useful and beautiful devices that were a marvel to all the lucky people who he would visit. New ways for old ways, he would call out. There's nothing that you have that cannot be made into something of value. Come one, come all, and everything old shall be made new again. And wherever he would visit, they had, all the things they thought were useless, outmoded,
or of the past, and he would work his wonders. He would take all the things brought to him, bring him. He could always work his night magic on even the deepest and apparently hopeless situations. Once a young girl. How could he turn them into new things that help everyone that they touch? He said, "There's really no mystery in this. People haven't yet learned that there's nothing from the past that cannot be turned into positive and life-enhancing uses, as long as you're willing to let go of what was, what it meant, and how you understood it in the past, and allow yourself to look instead." I have no experience of what's been brought to me, so I will always look afresh for these people until they learn to see for themselves. And the little girl said, "I'm not sure that I understand," she said. "In time you will. And until then, bring me your things of the past, and I will return them to you fresh and new and different."
There have been times in your life when you felt tired or depressed and out of control, and it's important for you to know that all the things that have happened to you in the past are over now. When you remember things from the past, that you're remembering them in the present. And now, picture someone in your mind who you hold any resentment towards, any animosity, any anger. Do it now, even if it's only a little. Someone who you have some unfinished business with. Now as you see them there, bring them towards you and embrace them. Now, let them go, and notice how you feel as you do that. Who are you being as you do that? Let's call it the forgiving you. Now bring them towards you again. And this time, really tell them what you think. Let it all go. Let it all out. That's it. And this time, really tell them what you think. Let it all go. Let it all out. That's it. How do they look? Are they a little shocked? Good. Let them know how you feel. And now, let them go. Who were you being as you did that? Let's call it the angry you. How do they look? Are they a little shocked? Good. Let them know how you feel. And now, let them go. Who were you being as you did that? Let's call it the angry you. Now, bring them towards you once again as the forgiving you. And this time, tell them what you think, how you feel. That's it. Have they got how you feel? Good. Now let them go. As the angry you, bring them towards you and embrace them again. And let them go. And finally, as you bring them towards you for the last time, you let the resentment you held go. Forever. Forever. Now, while you cannot control what happened then, you can control how you choose to respond in the present. For now, if there is anything in the past that is tired, old, or troublesome, at night just before you enter into the land of dreams, ask that strange and mysterious man who makes all old things new again to visit and transform those things that you are ready to let go of. The past is only as real as you make it, and you can make it any way you want. And sometime in the future, you might want to remember this in a time when you seem to be haunted by something from the past. There is no need for fear or sadness. There is no need for fear or sadness, only that you do something different. And as you relax a bit more,
Now, let you know that it's time for you to begin to return to normal waking consciousness. And to help you, I'll count backwards from 5 to 1. Each time say a number, you can become more awake with each count. 5. Your awareness of your body makes it easy for you to begin to reorientate to the present moment, here, now. 4. Feeling rested and refreshed as you move back to normal waking consciousness. 3. Beginning to feel like moving your body and beginning to stretch. 2. Beginning to realize what an eyes-opening experience trance can really be. And 1. You're now back at the level of normal waking consciousness, wide awake and feeling great.